Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to the I should be asleep right now video update. Sorry, my new job has kind of been kicking my ass. It's a schedule thing, if nothing else. So, I didn't want to post a video until I had pretty much everything together, because it was not going to take that long, and, with the drying time, I made you guys wait long enough. There needed to be a payoff. So, as the thumbnail pretty much showed you, here's pretty much physically everything together that can't even fit on frame. Yeah, it's huge. I kind of knew it would be, but yeah, it's huge. The current length, depending on about how angled I have these pieces, is like 65 inches. I'm too tired to remember if that was the length I was going for or not. I'm going to check that really quick. Okay, I wanted to have it to be the same length as Hanzo is tall, and Hanzo is 5'8", so that's 68 inches. So we're actually a little bit shorter than Hanzo, which, again, if I had these guys straighter, it would be longer, which... Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because there's stuff to talk about there. So after I got the whole thing together, I'm looking at the whole piece together, and I'm thinking back up a step. When you're looking at just the model of Hanzo's bow, like when you're previewing the golden weapon or the regular weapon, it looks like this whole section's relatively straight, But when you're looking at the whole thing under any kind of tension, like his in-game character model pulling back on it, they're flexed backward a little bit more. When you're making a prop, it would kind of make more sense to, have it be this sort of shape of the thing in action. Just, I don't know. So I'm too tired to articulate things well. I don't think I hate how straight it is. I'm looking askance at it, but I don't think I hate how straight it is. Conversely, these are a little bit too angled right now. I kind of have them straighter. When I have them straighter, the string kind of goes, when it's going straight across from one point to the other, right behind the handle, which is maybe too straight. Hard to say. Again, it's sort of the versus, at rest prop versus in-game in-action prop. And speaking about two different versions of the prop, Hanzo's bow is kind of in two different sizes. So on his in-game model, his bow is not as tall as he is. It's not. He's close to 6 foot. I'd say the bow is probably closer to 5 foot when you're talking about the in-game model. But the measurements I took were off of Hanzo's bow in the Dragon's animated short, because it's the higher fidelity model. I figured it was kind of more the version to shoot for, even though most people run into in-game Hanzo more than they'll watch Dragons again. We've all watched it again. All of us, every single one. But yeah, that's another question of, do you go with in-game Hanzo or Dragon's Hanzo? Because in-game Hanzo, yeah, his bow's shorter than he is, so this would kind of be comedically large when you're looking at it in that scale. But you watch the Dragon's short, and I literally just watch it again to double check this shit. Yeah, no, his bow's about as long as he is tall. About the best place you can get any kind of a measurement for this is sort of at the very end, after he's had his dragon strike reflected back into his teeth. And his arm with his bow kind of flops to the side, so it's sort of at a right angle to him, so you can measure the bow and his height right next to each other. And yeah, they're pretty much the same. So the math says this shouldn't be too straight, and the math says it shouldn't be too big, but it feels too big and it feels too straight. Go for the easy double entendre there. No, enjoy it. You guys earned it. I'm going to set this down. Something about the next couple of steps that I actually didn't really talk about is adding more detail to the bow, because there are certain details to the bow that are expressed in the texture on the model and not the model itself. So if I want those details on my bow, I have to put them in manually, which doesn't seem like the right word, because Pepakura isn't exactly putting things in automatically. But yeah, I'm going to have to go through and add those details in some other way than just the paper model, which is kind of going to happen about the same time bondoing. The whole thing is, as far as I've seen and everybody I've talked to, you hit a point in the middle of the project where you just lose enthusiasm for it. You're just kind of out of go juice. But there, you have your initial momentum when everything is fresh and exciting and new and you're carving everything out. And then there's just a point where it kind of becomes kind of an uphill battle to get to a payoff. And that's where I'm at right now. It's kind of kicking my butt, not just because of the new job schedule. It's all about the project. So he may go on the back burner for a little while. Not too long of a little while, because this thing is huge. It's taking up all kinds of space that it's going to take up until it's done, and I cannot abide that. But I have a couple other half-finished things kind of lying around that I want to get finished up, and those will be quick, hopefully interesting, easy, one-shot videos that'll just be badoop, and they'll be up on the channel, and hopefully those are interesting and fun to watch. But yeah, he's I have to figure out what I want to do with him. I mean, I'm not going to leave him not finished when I've been recording everything the whole time. I'll look like an idiot. Boy, wouldn't that be new and different? Wouldn't that be an exciting personal adventure? An opportunity for growth. Hopefully you'll see some growth in the next video. I will see you there.